Before I start my evaluation, I would like to have the timer, Madam Timer, give me 1 minute for a preamble, and when I see a red light, I'll shut up as soon as possible. All right? For the guests, and the benefit of the guests and the newer members, I want to tell you what, for me, evaluation is. It's not criticism. It's not even positive feedback. What I look at is, what are the objectives of a project? How well a speaker has met it, and then give an opinion of what the speaker can do to really go up to the next level. It's not even improvement. I look at what may be detracting from the message of the speaker, and I want everybody to become larger than life. And every evaluator bases the evaluation on their experience. In my case, it's been a pretty long one. When I was still a shy person, for 30 years I was a person behind the scenes where I worked with great speakers and actors, and watching them like a hawk to see what they did to be excellent. And after that I did 25 years myself of being on stage as an actor, improv, and singer. And boy, I don't know how to sing, but I went up there and I pretended I could. And then 14 years experience as Toastmaster. So when I give a feedback, I tend to be as brutal and as honest as I can, with as much heart and generosity as I can. And I always speak in the third person of the speaker, because I've noticed that we all have the same failings. So it's not what that particular person did miss out on, but what we, all of us, sometime or another, are missing out on being a fabulous self. And my favorite quote is, never let on you're anything less than fabulous. Because when you're up here, people already think you are wonderful. Your job is not to give it away. Madam Timer, from now I shall start my evaluation. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and especially ye! I'm going to start out by telling you what she did wonderfully well. To start with, I must commend you on your English. You're one of the few people I know that I didn't need 1 second of subtitle. I could understand every word beautifully. And the subject that she spoke about, everything was logical, clearly stated, beautiful grammar, and I was just melting away with joy just watching you speak. This was really excellent, so a big kudos for that. It was well organized. It was beautifully put together. However, that was not the purpose. The purpose was body language. And I would urge all of you, when you start preparing your speech, it's not a speech, you start working on a project, go through, there's 3 pages or 4 pages of very precise directions on how to best achieve it. And number 1 is always how to choose your topic for that particular project. And here, right on page number 29, it says, select the topic that facilitates the use of body language. I'm sorry, but telling about how great China is not going to get you. Talk about Chinese ballet or martial arts, and you demonstrate it for us. Yes! But not this beautiful intellectual speech, which was really great for like speech number 2, organizer speech. That would have been very well. But we all are afraid to move our bodies. There's one direction in here. When you make gestures, it should be higher than the elbows and away from your body. And that's the secret that people look larger than life, is you embrace your audience. And you look into eyes just long enough to see what the color of their eyes is. Then you go to somebody else and you do the same thing. And when you look at each person as a single person, you actually include the whole group. And by the time you finish looking at everybody in the room, everybody has been included. Frank Sinatra was famous for singing at Radio City Music Hall, and all the women thought that he was singing to them. And there's 5,000 people there. But that's a very, very good craft to learn. It's very hard. People often have a hard time looking at other people's eyes, but try it. It really is a great thing. Vocal variety, especially voice. My purpose in life is to take every Asiatic woman and turn them into Hillary Clinton. There's too much soft-spoken women around here, and you've got some great examples in this club. Nikki Kian, She's got voice. She's Asiatic, but she doesn't whisper. Jem, where are you, Jem? She left? Oh. Watch Jem. I loved it when she comes up here and takes the stage and starts talking. I could hear her. And Mark, where are you, Mark? There you are. Great voice. Push it even more. And you guys imitate him. And I take my extra 30 seconds with that. No thank yous at the end. Thank you for what? Not falling asleep, not throwing tomatoes at you. And Toastmasters, we come here to hear you speak, so no thank you. It means that you have not thought of a good ending. When you have a strong ending, Mark, you had a good one, finish with that big, and stay there until somebody gets the power away from you. If you need to thank somebody in a professional speech, do it at the beginning because you're grateful that they invited you, or before your final statement to thank the audience for paying attention. Be specific. The subject was difficult. It was in a hot room, or they break the elements. It was snowing and raining cats and dogs. Be specific. But the last phrase should be something that they take away from them and they leave the room. What happens more often than not is they remember what a polite way you said thank you, but they have no idea what your message was. So from now on, you say, Uncle Ivan says, speak loud, move your body, and have fun up here. I want to see more of that smile.